At first glance, it looks completely normal. A little routine, a simple habit, something everyone does without thinking. But behind the surface, it's quietly destroying your finances, and most people never even notice until it's too late. In this video, we're exposing the everyday habit that seems harmless, but keeps your money from growing, and how you can fix it before it costs you years of financial stress. Before we dive in, if you want to catch money traps early and actually take control of your finances, hit subscribe. The subscription trap. You're paying for things you barely use, and it's adding up fast. Netflix, Spotify, gym memberships, app subscriptions, meal kits, cloud storage, gaming services, the list goes on. Each one seems cheap. $10 here, $15 there. No big deal, right? Wrong. The average person now pays over $200 every month on subscriptions. That's almost $3,000 a year. And most people can't even name all the subscriptions they're paying for. Companies know exactly what they're doing. They make it super easy to sign up with one click, but canceling requires logging in, finding the right page, and jumping through hoops. They're counting on you forgetting about it or being too lazy to cancel. These small charges feel harmless because they're automatic. You don't feel the pain of paying because the money just disappears from your account every month. But that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Why this feels so normal. Subscriptions have become the default way we consume everything. Music, movies, software, food, even your toothbrush can be a subscription now. Companies have trained us to think this is just how things work. And it does have benefits. You get access to tons of content and services without big upfront costs. But here's the problem. We've normalized paying forever for things we used to own. You used to buy a movie and watch it whenever you wanted. Now you rent access to a library that could disappear tomorrow. You used to buy software once. Now you pay every month, or it stops working. This shift has been so gradual that most people didn't notice. We just accepted it as the new normal. Meanwhile, these companies are making billions from people who forgot they're even subscribed. The hidden cost adding up. Let's do the math together. Streaming services. Maybe you have 3 of them at $15 each. That's $45. Spotify or Apple Music, another $10. Gym membership you haven't used in months, $30. That meditation app, $10. The meal kit service, $60. Cloud storage, $5. Gaming subscription, $15. We're already at $175. And I haven't even mentioned the random apps you subscribe to and forgot about. Now multiply that by 12 months. That's $2,100 a year. Invest that money instead at an average return, and in 20 years, you'd have over $100,000. You're not just losing the money you spend each month. You're losing the compound growth that money could have generated over your lifetime. That's the real cost nobody talks about. How it keeps you stuck. These subscriptions create a baseline expense that you have to cover every month no matter what. They reduce your flexibility and increase your stress. If you lose your job or face an emergency, you can't just stop eating or paying rent. But you're also stuck paying for Netflix, Spotify, and 10 other services that suddenly feel impossible to cancel because you're used to them. The subscription model also tricks your brain. Because each charge is small, you never feel like you're overspending. There's no moment of pain like when you buy a $600 TV. It's just $10 slipping away here, $15 there. Death by 1,000 cuts. You end up spending way more over time than you would have if you just bought what you needed up front. But it never feels like too much in the moment. What you're really paying for. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most subscriptions aren't adding real value to your life. You're paying for convenience and the illusion of access. You have Netflix, Hulu, and Disney+, but you still spend 30 minutes every night scrolling trying to find something to watch. You have a gym membership but work out at home or don't work out at all. You have Spotify but listen to the same 20 songs on repeat. Companies have convinced you that you need unlimited access to everything all the time. But humans don't actually work that way. We have limited time and attention. Having more options doesn't make us happier. It often makes us more overwhelmed and less satisfied. You're paying for stuff you don't use because it feels wasteful to cancel. But keeping it is the real waste. Taking back control. The solution is simple but requires some effort. First, make a list of every single subscription you're paying for. Check your bank statements and credit card bills for the past 3 months. You'll find charges you completely forgot about. Second, ask yourself honestly if you've used each service in the last month, not if you might use it someday. Did you actually use it? If the answer is no, cancel it immediately. You can always resubscribe later if you really miss it, but you probably won't. Third, for the subscriptions you decide to keep, set a calendar reminder every 3 months to review them again. Your needs and habits change. Something useful today might be useless in 6 months. Finally, switch to pay as you go whenever possible. Instead of a monthly streaming service, rent individual movies when you want to watch them. Instead of a meal kit subscription, buy groceries and cook. You'll spend less and appreciate it more. The freedom alternative. Imagine having an extra $200 in your pocket every month. That's a nice dinner out every week. That's a vacation fund. That's an emergency buffer, so you're not stressed about unexpected bills. That's investing for your future. The freedom from unnecessary subscriptions isn't about being cheap. It's about being intentional with your money. It's about paying for things that genuinely improve your life and cutting out the rest. People who take control of their subscriptions report feeling less anxious about money. They feel more in control. They're not being nickeled and dimed by corporations who are betting you won't notice. Start small. Cancel just 3 subscriptions this week. See how it feels. You'll probably realize you don't miss them at all. Then keep going. Take back your money and your power. Your action plan. Here's what to do right now. Pull up your bank account and credit card statements. Highlight every recurring charge. Make a spreadsheet with the name of the service, the cost, and the last time you used it. Be honest with yourself. Then cancel everything you haven't used in the past month. Don't tell yourself you might use it later. If you haven't used it by now, you won't. Next, set up barriers for future subscriptions. Remove your credit card info from websites, so you have to manually enter it each time. This creates friction that makes you think twice before subscribing to something new. And finally, celebrate the money you're saving. Put that cash towards something that matters to you. A debt payment, a savings goal, or something you'll actually enjoy. Make the savings visible so you stay motivated. The worst financial mistakes aren't dramatic. They're invisible. Once you spot what's really holding you back, you can take action and finally let your money work for you instead of against you. So ask yourself, could this normal habit be quietly hurting your future? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this video helped you see the hidden danger in everyday routines, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who thinks everything is fine with their money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.